So, and I'm an exciting fighter.
You absolutely are. I remember seeing some quotes quite recently from Daniel Dubois saying that you didn't beat him up that badly.
Stop it.
Did you see that? What did you make of it?
All right. Well, why did he take a knee for his eye, mate? Dubois talks a lot of shit, man. So he needs to like hush down. I mean, he's got a good shot, but let's have that fight if it presents itself.
Okay. How does he get on with Alexander Usyk?
Mate, Alexander Usyk is going to dance rings around him. He's not going to be able to hit him, and I believe he gets him out there.
Okay, bold prediction. Let's come on to someone else. Anthony Joshua made some comments in the Jermaine Franklin fight week to our channel.
Anthony lost you.
He really wants to fight with you, interested in the most. You're both British, both Nigerian heritage as well. Did you see his comments and what did you make of them?
Of whose comments?
Anthony Joshua's.
Well, yeah, I noticed after the fight he wasn't shouting my name out, so he must have been advised not to. That is like he needs to, get back in there. But yeah, I've had enough of talking about Joshua. Like he's only mentioned my name now, but because he's on the road to, to rebuild and find his mojo.
What did you make of his performance against Jermaine Franklin?
I thought it was, I didn't think it was going to go 12 rounds. I thought he was going to, go in and...
Because he made several comments to us and other media outlets saying that's the fight he really wants, is you, and he's really interested in it. So what's your thoughts on him not boxing till December now?
Well, I think Eddie Hearn and his team are cashing out, and he's ripe for the picking, and I think the Juggernaut will take him out.
Your promoter, Frank Warren, told me that you'd have knocked out Joshua and Franklin on the same night. Do you go along with that?
Yeah, I'll go along with that. I think there's like moments there, like it wasn't, I would have done a job on both of them that night.
Just lastly, off that performance from Anthony Joshua, your recent form, if this fight does get materialised one day, what actually happens, honestly, Joe?
With me and Joshua, I think it's going to be a great fight and plenty of history there.
Not a great fight. It's not a great fight.
Two
you cut through him like a hot knife through butter.
Arguably gold medalists to going at it for who's going to be number one in the UK. But I mean, also there's Fury that mentioned my name, and he's he talks highly of me, and that is a fight that I want, and I'm just disappointed about the Undisputed falling through, and I'm just looking forward to make these good big fights.
You have said previously.
What's good, family? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Listen, Big Joe, at the start of this video, aired out Dubois. He said, listen, Dubois is doing this, and the reason Dubois is doing this, is because Frank Warren is giving him the old Savile, 100%. There's no doubt about that, people. Yeah? Daniel Dubois is getting the old Savile from your man Frank. That's why he's able to chat. Because really, like Joe said, I've already been filled you in. I've already been Major Jack. I remember when Dubois was in the corner. And I can't lie, I've got to be honest here. I thought Dubois, based on all the hype, I thought Dubois was going to beat Joe. That fight for me was where it all flipped. I thought this guy doing something. I'm not quite. Do you know what I'm saying? I didn't bet money on it, but thankfully, one of the few times. But I did think. I just thought. But in the day, man, I bought the hype. I think Dubois was a 5-1 favourite. Anyway, the point is, I remember Dubois' manager telling him in the corner, Dan, I think it was round 5, and Dan was looking to Jack. And I forgot the guy's name. The guy works at the same gym as Tunde. This guy's been in the game for 30 years. Anyway, 2-2s. It was a spine-chilling moment when Dubois' trainer told him in the corner, Dan, this is the fight game. Welcome to the fight game. Yeah? Dan thought the fight game was about going in there and bowling over bums. Which, to be fair, you can't really blame him for. Why? That's what Frank Warren had set up for him. Joe Joyce, as it turns out, weren't no bum. And in fact, he weren't only a bum. He ended up wiping your bum for you. Yeah? Never wipe it. Ended up wiping your eye socket for you. Give you a new eye socket. Yeah? Joe sent you to the doctors for a new eye socket. That's what he does. Yeah? He sent you to get reconstruction. That's what you get from Big Joe. Never mind no flowers, never mind nothing else, you get a reality check. Joyce hit Dubois so hard, it rocked his whole world. Yeah? Michael Jackson coming back from the grave, that's how much it rocked his world, 100%. It changed, honestly, it changed the way Dubois looked at life. Dubois didn't know life could go that way, and that's a fact. Yeah? Dubois was sitting there in the corner, and his trainer was telling him, Dan, this is what we're here for. This is it now. You're in the fight game now. Yeah? All the other, I don't know. Even then, a shiver went down my spine. I can't explain what it is, but for a trainer to be telling a fighter, Dan, this is it now. Do you know what I mean? This is what, isn't it? Before it, you haven't, this is the fight game. Yeah? The fight game isn't jump in with a big 1-2 and the guy jumps on the floor. This is it. And you weren't ready for it, and you're jacked, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, would I jack? Absolutely. If my eye got popped, am I gonna jack? Absolutely. Yeah, but nonetheless, you jacked. Do you understand that? Listen, people, let me tell you now. People get confused. Oh, YB is a big mouth. YB this, YB that. Listen, if I ever have a fight and my eye gets bulged up and I jack, I'll be the first one on here telling you, listen, people, my eye got bust up and I jacked. I can't lie to you. What can I say? I jacked. Yeah, I'm not going to do a Billy Joe and disappear for 2 years and act like nothing happened. No. Yeah, you jacked. Billy Joe, you talked about bare knuckle and your back end went. You're a fanny. Bottom line. And again, if Canelo wants to pay me 8 million and I jack, I'll come on here with my 8 million and say, listen, people, truth is, I went in there, Canelo hit me with a good shot, and I didn't want it like I thought I wanted it for the last 25 years. The last 25 years, I've been lecturing people about how much I'm really about it. Truth is, I jacked. I didn't want it like I thought I wanted it. My bad. Yeah? Anyway, I've digressed. The point is, people, Joe had some venom for Dubois. However, and maybe a bit of venom for Joshua. But really, from Joyce's point of view, Joshua's finished. Don't get me wrong, I pray Joe gets the Joshua fight. Why? I'd love to see him get his blessings. I hope it doesn't change him though, like it's changed everyone else. But anyway, I think Joe's pretty solid. Joe's made some, from what I understand, he's made some good money. I'm not saying he's made 10, 30, 40 million, but still. Anyway, the point is, from a money point of view, I'd like Joe to get the AJ fight. But really, from a boxing point of view, and bear in mind, Joe Joyce is Mr. Boxing. He is Mr. Old School. Yeah? He is fighting Zhang, the man who popped Hrgovic's cherry. Yeah? Do you know how rare it is for someone to take, for one man to take another man's virginity? Yeah, 100%. Hrgovic, same as Dubois, had never known what it's like to take a seat on the mat. And Zhang did that to Hrgovic. Joe Joyce is about to go in there with this guy. Joe Joyce is the old school hype killer. He's the hype killer. Yeah, Hrgovic was the big... I can't even lie. I bought into it. Hrgovic is the big hype. Yeah? Zhang went in there and washed him. Facts. Big facts. And now Joe about to go in there with the hype killer. Joe is the hype killer. Big facts. Anyway, the point I'm making is, for me, Joe Joyce is too humble. And I've told him this for what it's worth. Joe Joyce is too humble. Yeah? Joe Joyce should be out here like... And that's the thing I like about Joe in a way. McGregor, all talk, and he got in there and was a fanny when it came to it. Yeah, when it came to really digging deep, McGregor don't know about that. Whereas Joe, he doesn't put himself out there. He doesn't set expectations too high. However, when he does go out there, he lights the world up. And I think there's a balance. And I think Joe is being undersold. If I was Joe Joyce right now, I'd be saying, listen, after the Zhang fight, yeah? After the Zhang fight on the microphone, I'll be saying, listen, Fury, you big FATSKINNY, you big bulbous, soft, ducking, clown having ass dude. I want you bad, yeah? I can't stop thinking about you. I'm dreaming about you. I'm dreaming about punching your running around, rabbit-looking ass all the way back to the bare knuckle camp, 100%. That's what a punter pass right down the camera. Do you hear me, you big fluffer? You flapped fighting a middleweight Usyk for 70-30, and you flapped when you got in the ring after Chisora and said you wanted me, and now you're looking to fight Mr. Blobby with slow feet. Yeah, Andy Ruiz, oops. And as for you, Mr. Usyk, I've got some bars for you as well, you little midget, about you're going to pay me 7%. I'm going to take your WBO belt because my management are going to do their job properly. Do you hear me? Yeah, either way I'm coming for you. You fight me now or I'll take your belt. You little midget ducking ass. They're all duckers. Fury ducker, Usyk ducker. Big facts. If you don't like it, listen. Don't get me wrong. Who is the ultimate ducker? Fury. But there's levels to this. Fury ducked Usyk. Yeah? Usyk ducked Joyce. That's just a fact. If you don't like it, go and do your research. February 2021. Usyk said Joyce is only worth a 7% split. And all you Usyk fans are getting all bent out of shape over 30%. Yeah? In terms of ducking, Usyk scared to death of Joyce. Oops. Yeah? Now again, I'm completely unbiased. When I judge things on a case-by-case basis. Yeah? The fact Usyk ducked Joyce doesn't mean that Fury didn't duck Usyk, do you understand? Everything must be judged on a case-by-case basis. And on a case-by-case basis, Joyce is number one right now. And Joyce should be feeling number one right now. That doesn't mean he should stop training like Mike Tyson. That doesn't mean he should start laying back. That doesn't mean he should start resting on his laurels. That means he should be out here feeling himself. Yeah? And telling people how he feels. Simple. Fury, you ducked me. Fury, I'm on your neck. Fury, I'll punch you up. Fury, you went life and death with Chisora. Couldn't finish him, couldn't put him down. The referee had to start jumping and save you. Moody KO ratio. Fury, you've only ever beat a 200-pound Wilder who's only ever beat bums. Yeah? Usyk, you went life and death with Chisora. What do you think I would do with Chisora? I'll punch Chisora to another universe. That's what I'd be saying if I was Joyce. Call me a liar. Who here thinks Joyce would punch Chisora to another universe? Dillian White sent him there. Fury's in there. For 10, 15 rounds. Yeah? The referee having to make new rules so that Fury can stop him. Oh, the fight was scheduled for 12, but we're going to do 18 so Fury can get a stoppage. Big facts. Yeah? Fury, you can't punch. And when people can't punch, I punch hole through them. Yeah? Fury, Joyce will do. The only chance Fury has against Joyce is to run like the Klitschko fight. That's it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Does Fury have a chance of beating Joyce? Yes. By running for his life. If Fury even thinks about going cronk on Joyce, he's getting sent. He'll get bludgeoned to Mars, in my opinion. He can't punch for toffee. And Usyk, dude, don't even start with Usyk. Usyk's got no prayers against Joe. None. We saw what happened with AJ in round 9. Joyce does round 9 of AJ for 12 rounds. That's not my opinion. That's statistically backed up. Yeah? All due respect, yeah, Usyk went life and death with Chisora and went life and death with AJ in the second fight. Joyce will punch up Usyk differently. And I pray, well, number one, I pray Joyce's team start doing their job properly. And number two, I pray Joyce starts emitting this energy. There's an old saying, a closed mouth, allow it, bah. There's a saying, a closed mouth don't get fed, yeah? And this is one of them ones. There's certain times, like McTapper, he need to shut up. There's certain times, like Tyson Scary, he need to shut up. But my doggy Joe, he need to open his mouth. Same as Bivol. Bivol wants Canelo at 168. It's no good being quiet. Yeah, if I was Bivol, I'd be saying, listen Canelo, you fake Mexican style. You was almost crying in the corner when I was putting it on you. Your fans were booing you. Where was the Mexican style when I was punching you up and you was huddled in the corner? Oops. And now you're ducking me at 168, your own weight, where there's no excuse. Simple statement. That statement is probably worth $5 million to Bivol. What are the management doing? Basic stuff, people. Simple tweets. In fact, Joe don't even have to say it. Joe, give me your Twitter account for a few days. I'm going to put some money in your account. Simple as that. Over time, if that makes sense. This is valuable. Yeah, right now, Joe's sitting there politicking. Oh, I like the Fury fight. And I think Usyk will punch up Dubois. I don't know why. Well, I do. I lied. I was about to say, I don't know why Joe is more angry at Dubois than he is Fury or Usyk. I understand why. Because he beat Dubois and Dubois been savilled by Frank. So, yeah. We know what Savile does with his special ones. He puts them to the top. Oops. Yeah. Frank Warren, my special children, 100%. Dubois, put him to the top. That's why Joe's mad about Dubois. But the truth is, Joe, there's no real money in the Dubois fight anyway. You've already punched him up. I think Joe, based on the Lorena performance, I think Joe stops Dubois earlier now. So to be fair, it's free money, easy money. So you know what? From Joe Joyce's point of view, again, I'm not even mad that he called out Joyce. I'm not even mad at all. Yeah? Sorry, Parker. Sorry, Dubois. That's what he should be doing. Call them all out. Why? They're all ahead of you. Yeah? Joyce should be out here punking. If I was Joe Joyce, every day of the week, or once a week, I'd be out here punking Dubois, trying to lure him into a WBA fight. Next. It's not likely, but you've got nothing to lose, and it only adds to your social media cachet. Same as Usyk, same as Fury. Every week, once a week, minute video. Nothing to lose. Reminding the fans how Usyk ducked you. Reminding the fans how Fury promised to fight you next. Joe hasn't done any of that for 5 months. Fury's off the hook. Usyk's off the hook. Dubois off the hook. Too late now. WBA's been ordered. Too late. But still, it's never too late. It's never too late to air out Tyson Fury, to air out Usyk, and to air out Dubois. And lost you were. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Big prayers to my doggy Joe. Again, I'm not gambling on this one, so Joe's got a good chance of winning. I pray Joe, honestly, I don't know why, but I just pray he get what he deserves, because he old school. Yeah? Very rare. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, and let off the bell 100%.